Okay, so it's now time to get back on Epona and resume our journey westward. And if we can. Yes, where is that passage that leads back to the Gerudo's fortress? We're taking it all the way to the end now, since we don't have to worry about being attacked. Alright, so we're going to stop right here because Epona can't go any further, even once we get this gate open, so let's go ahead and open it. Well, we gotta do that by first pulling ourselves up the ladder, and what a tall ladder it is. Going ever higher to the top of the ladder. Hello there.
Hey, rookie. Are you going into the desert? I'll open this gate for you, but you can't cross the desert unless you pass the 2 trials. The first trial is the River of Sand. You can't walk across this river. After you cross it, follow the flags we placed there. The second trial is the Phantom Guide. Those without eyes that can see the truth will only find themselves returning here. You aren't going anyway, aren't you? I won't stop you. Go ahead.
And with that, the gate is slowly being raised. And that's definitely got Epona excited, as well it should. So now let's climb back down and make our way into the deserts. Let's have a read of this sign. Haunted wasteland. If you chase a mirage, the desert will swallow you. Only one path is true. And so let's go. So all you have to do, is just follow the flags. And oops. Yeah, there was something I forgot to do there. That was put on the hover boots. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, the hover boots, that made things a lot easier. Yeah, that was kind of stupid. Yeah, so there's my first blooper of the video. Let's hope we don't have more of them. So, after you pass through 2 flag sections, you're going to start seeing them only one at a time. So if you can keep finding the flags, you will be just fine. But they'll take you all sorts of different directions. Alright, see another one. Alright, where's the next one? There you are. And where's the next one? Come on, next flag, where are you? There you are. Yeah, sometimes you'll need to move your camera around with stead targeting a few times, but once you figure it out, it's not too bad. Okay, so we made it to the halfway mark. And inside this halfway mark, we find a little sanctuary that we will fall down. And we will take the gold sculpture that inhabits this little sanctuary. Thank you very much. And then we can light these 2 torches. We can do it with the fire arrow, or we can do it the fun way by using Din's fire, so that is what we shall do. And show off your moves, Link! And that opens a treasure chest. And inside this treasure chest, we find something we don't necessarily need, but showing you that it's there, a 50 rupee purple rupee. Alright, and away we go again. So now that we have reached halfway, it's going to be time to pull out the lens of truth. So, let's go into our menu and bring it out. Alright, so now we want to go this way. And we're going to make our way up now to this little plaque. And we're going to have a read of it. One with the Eye of Truth shall be invited to the Spirit Temple by an inviting ghost. And since we have said Eye of Truth, hello there, I'll be your guide on your way, but coming back I won't play. I'll show you the only way to go, so follow me and don't be slow. So yeah, that's all there is to it. You're just gonna follow this guy with the lens of truth. Make sure you have lots of magic power. You should have enough. I mean, it's not that far of a trek. So yeah, just keep them in the center of your screen. Avoid any levers that come your way when they burrow through the ground. And you'll be just fine. Now he makes a hard right. Ew, what am I doing? Okay, now he's taking his leave because we now see 2 flags again. Which means we no longer need the lens of truth. You can even do this with only half of your map with the normal size magic meter. So we have made it. And with the dust storm now coming to an end, we have now arrived at the beautiful Desert Colossus. This is the goddess of the sand that Sheik was telling us about. And so we're gonna pay it a visit as soon as we can get our feet stuck from out underneath the sand. And we're gonna move our backsides. Try and keep them off of you. Oh, and watch out for vultures. Those are also always present. So we're going to... Oh! Hey, that lever was playing defense. Well, whatever. I got here with plenty of health, that's what matters. Yeah, just get onto the rocks and go into the building and you're fine. So here we are, the 6th and final temple in the game, the Spirit Temple. And it definitely has my favorite music here in Ocarina of Time. So, ow! Well, let's start by cracking some pots, because we got some heart restitution. We can certainly use more. And there's also some over here. There we go. And we even got a little magic reimbursement too. So, coming in here, there are only 2 ways you can go. There's this door, there's a massive block, but you can't push on it, and you can't pull on it either. So it's immovable at this point. The only other way you can go is over this direction, and there's a hole you can crawl through, but only as young Link. But wait a second, young Link can't go through a temple, right? Well, if you never played this game before, your perception on that is about to change. And as we leave the Spirit Temple, we are confronted. And guess by who? Yep, it's Sheik again. Past, present, future. The Master Sailed is a ship with which you can sail upstream and downstream through Time's river. The port for that ship is in the Temple of Time. To restore the Desert Colossus and enter the Spirit Temple, you must travel back through Time's flow. Listen to this Requiem of Spirit. This melody will lead a child back to the desert. It's time for the final song. Nothing fancy here, it's just your regular 6-note song. And now it's my turn. Since we enjoy the desert sunset and for some reason the Exorcist Owl has returned. Why have you returned, Exorcist Owl? There is no need for you to remain here. Why have you come back? Why are you returning to me? Yes, please, fly away. Please fly away and never scare me with your scary head again, as we have learned the Requiem of Spirit. So, this time, nothing really needs to be said here. Link wants an answer, Sheik won't give it. And there's no need for a flash bomb this time. Sheik just disappears in the gust of dust. So, having made it back to... No, not having made it back, we arrived at the Desert Colossus, but we will be coming back here as young Link. So, it's time to go back to the Temple of Time, as Sheik has recommended us to do. And it's time to come back here as a little boy. Away we go. And so, it's that time again. This is one of only two, as far as I know, one of only 2 forced situations where you do have to come back to the Temple of Time and become young Link again. The other one, of course, being the Shadow Temple, because you have to use young Link to use the Song of Storms in the Kakariko Windmill so that you can get access to the bottom of the well, where you get the Lens of Truth, which allows you to defeat the boss in the Shadow Temple. And so now, I don't know why I'm even walking, I know what I need to do. And that's play the Requiem of Spirits to take me back to the desert. So, back to the Desert Colossus. And with the sun setting, we need to get moving. Because they put the Desert Colossus a bit of distance away from where we need to be. Stay off my back, you scurvy leavers! And that'll teach you. So now, we have to come in here as young Link. Oh, look out. So, we have to come over here, and hey, we find another Gerudo. Hello there.
I haven't seen you around, kid. What do you want?
And your answer is to be nothing, really.
You have nothing to do? What good timing. Can you do me a favor, kid? Wait a second, I want to ask you first. You wouldn't happen to be one of Ganondorf's followers, would you?
Yeah, what are you talking about? I hate Ganondorf, even if he is one of your own.
You've got guts. I think I like you. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm the Boru of the Gerudo. I'm a lone wolf thief. But don't get me wrong. Though we're both thieves, I'm completely different from Ganondorf. With his followers, he stole from women and children, and he even killed people.
Isn't that what thieves of your time typically do? If they can't get what they want with these, they use force to get what they want?
A kid like you may not know this, but the Gerudo race consists only of women. Only one man is born every 100 years.
Now, reading this, there is a joke here that can be made very, very easily, but I'm not gonna make it. I mean, reading this text, I'm pretty much sure you know what that joke is, but I'm gonna stay away from it because it pretty much writes itself.
Even though our laws say that the lone male Gerudo must become the king of Gerudo, I'll never bow to such an evil man.
Well, your fellow Gerudos certainly had no problem being quite evil. Forced me to play stealth mode, capturing those male carpenters and imprisoning them. I mean, they're not necessarily all that nice.
By the way, what is your name, kid? Link? What kind of name is that?
Hey, it stood the test of time for over 25 years, so don't question it.
I want to ask you a favor. Will you go through this tiny hole and get a treasure that's inside? The treasure is the silver gauntlets. If you equip them, you can easily push and pull very heavy things. No, kid, don't even think about taking this treasure for yourself. The silver gauntlets won't fit a little kid like you if you try to equip them. I want you to be a good boy and give them to me. Ganondorf and his minions are using the Spirit Temple as a hideout. Only the silver gauntlets will allow me to sneak deep into the temple. Once there, I'm going to steal all the treasure inside and mess up their plans. How about it? Will you do it?
Yes, I will.
Thanks, kid. You and I, let's give Ganondorf and his followers a big surprise, shall we? If you can successfully get the silver gauntlets, I'll do something great for you.
And so, she steps aside, and that allows us the opportunity to go through this hole, which we'll do after a quick timeout, so don't go away.